Hello and welcome to our mini course on how to build a successful website for your business. A website that will be working 24/7 even while you're sleeping to generate you more leads, sales, or whatever you're trying to achieve with your website. So without any skills whatsoever for websites, etc., you'll be able to create the most successful website for your business. And I will show you how you can do that today without skills whatsoever, without hiring designers, waiting for weeks and spending dollars. You'll be able to do it for $0 today. And yeah, let me show you what exactly we'll be covering in this series. We'll be starting with this video. This video is about, setting up your goals, what exactly you're trying to achieve with your website and your business in general. Are you trying to get leads or sales or promote something specific? We'll be discussing in this video. And the second part will be an overview of the system, and which is the best partner that you have for the web and where you can do all the things that you want with your pages and other things. In the next series of videos, the lesson 2 is actually about building your pages. So you'll be able to create the most amazing pages, modify them, and have it really professional without having to hire a designer. You'll be able to do it all by yourself, better than most designers can do. It's really simple, and you'll be amazed how easy it is. In the next series, we'll be talking about lead generation and basically how to create your forms to generate leads and collect their information or take appointments. So having a calendar, etc. So we'll be talking about these things and how easy it is to do all that basically in a few minutes. Then in the lesson 4, we'll be talking about sales. If you're planning to collect some payments or sell products, we'll have a whole series about that and generally a few videos on how to do sales right away. In the lesson 5, we'll be talking about SEO, which is search engine optimization, to be easier found by search engines such as Google on the web. And it's actually very simple, but it is key for your business. 6 is the domain connection and how to connect a domain to your website. That's it. And it's really, really simple, but it is an important part of your domain and your business. And we'll be finishing with getting found online. So when you have your website set up, how to actually be easier found on the web, on Google, on Google Maps, on Facebook, and all these things. So we'll be discussing all this and how to create your accounts for Search Console, Google My Business, Pixel, etc. Now let's start with the first thing, which is the goal. What is the goal of our business? What is the goal of our website? It's important to identify that because when we build a website, we have to know what exactly we are trying to achieve. And in this case, what we're trying to do with our website in general is to have a clear and simple design. Clear and simple design means that it's very easy to understand by the user, and when they visit, they can easily find the information and have a very pleasant and pleasing design so that they stay and they see it's very professionally made. Then creating conversation optimized pages which drive people to take the action that we are trying to do. And at the end it is of course getting the results, which is the ultimate goal of any page, any website, because we want people to take a specific action. And what is the process? A person visits your page, and that's why we need the clear and good design, so that when they visit, you capture their interest. Because if they don't see right away exactly what they're looking for, they will leave, most likely. And if they see a bad design, not very easy to read the information, it's bad navigation, etc., they will simply leave. So we'll talk about these things and how you can do and achieve those. And when you have and capture their attention, you can easily make them to take an action, to submit a form, to book an appointment, to make a sale, to click on a button, to make a call, whatever the action it is that you're trying to do. And by defining what is our purpose of the website and our business is, what problem do we solve? And the reason for that is because when we know what kind of a problem we're exactly solving for the users, we can easily identify who is your target audience and what kind of a messaging we should have on our pages, because those messages are what will drive people to take an action and to keep them on our pages. which is so important. So we have to identify those. And actually all these questions and a few more are part of our cheat sheet that you can find below this video, where you can download or just open it and see some of the questions there that you can answer for your business and for your website that will help you, structurize your content and what you're trying to do. And of course, who's your target audience that we discussed, because if your website is not, talking to those type of users who is your target audience, obviously, even if they get inside, they will not convert because we're not going to find the information they're looking for. And what is the goal of your website? What are you trying to achieve? That's the main thing of when we are building the website. Are you trying to get leads? Basically people to submit their information so you can follow up. Do you want them to buy something? Do you want them to read something and find you on the map and visit your offline store or business? What it is, you have to identify what you're trying to get with your website. And the most common things are, of course, informational, to provide information, to generate leads or sales, like we discussed. You can have 1, 2, or all 3 of those, goals in your website. So identify what you're trying to do. Informational is, of course, about having really cool and structured information, easy to navigate and find the exact information that the person might be looking for. Of course, appealing looks and way to present that information on the page and organize it well so that people can actually find it. Then is the lead generation, which is the form creation, which is the lesson 3 actually, which is to create a form where you can collect the information and it will be stored in your CRM, which is again part of the system, to actually get appointments, for people to schedule an appointment in your calendar for a specific event or specific appointment, whatever it is, and some kind of an incentive. This is optional, for example, if you want to give them something like for free so that they can submit their information. This is like lead magnets, like ebooks and other things, but that's topic of another conversation. But everything is about generating leads, basically to capture their information so that you can follow up and convert them to an actual customer. And lastly, of course, sales. If you want to actually sell something, even if not just selling but collecting payments, even if you just want to collect some for some service or whatever it is, you can actually do it so simple in your website without having to, set up a whole store. You can just set up a checkout page where people can submit a payment. And again, appealing flow, how easy it is to navigate people through the sale funnel, we call it, and how to convert so much better than any other place. So we'll help you exactly that. With this, you'll be getting 3, 4, even sometimes 5, 10 times better conversions than normal e-commerce. And we'll be discussing that. We have a whole series about sales if you're interested in actually doing sales in your websites. And let's now start exploring the system and the actual things that you can do with it and the different sections inside. So let's get inside. So let's start with the basics of the system and how you actually get started inside of it. So before everything, you'll have to select a template to get inside. So the template can be for anything, for a website, for an online store, landing page, a funnel. So there is many different designs that you can choose from depending on what you're trying to do. All the designs are fully customizable. So you can pick any of those, just like something that fits your, general layout. Again, in these next videos, I'll be actually showing you how to modify it to fit any business. So most of these templates are very universal for any type of a business. Just, like some of those and just select it. And, you can preview each one and then select it to start inside the builder. Now, we pre-selected this design just to show you how easy it is to work with the system. And we're now inside the platform. So this is the actual platform that you'll be using for building everything. We're now inside the so your template will actually populate here inside the website itself, inside the page building section that you can start modifying. But I will be talking that in a moment. So what does the platform allow you to do? It allows you to build your pages with the smoothest experience ever that you'll find on the web. So everything you can do with simple mouse movements. Nothing else, just mouse, and you can create such amazing designs all by yourself. But I'll be talking that again in a moment. So you can build your pages, your headers, your everything, and everything is mobile responsive. You can add different elements, different pages, different pop-ups. You can global style, you can have different settings, connect domains, and preview your design. Now, what else you can do? You can also have a full e-commerce solution so that you can sell any type of a product that you'd like in the store section. You also get a CRM where you can manage all your leads. When somebody submits a form, books an appointment, makes a sale, you see that user inside and you can see their profile and what kind of actions they took. So you can easily find who did what on your website, and you can easily segment them, import more users if you want to manage from one place, or export if you want to send them somewhere else. You'll also see all the forms that are being submitted. So you'll have an inbox with all the submitted forms, so you can see all the messages coming from them. And you can also do appointments. So you can create an events with, calendars, and people can schedule an appointment with you or somebody else from your team, and actually even select services and other things. So it's so easy to actually take appointments. And again, everything is connected with your contacts, with your CRM. And yeah, these all help you build your business, and not just creating your pages, but everything working seamless together in one place. Now, building your pages, some of the things about your website, how simple it is. Like I said, this is the smoothest experience that you'll find in building pages. It's so simple. Again, everything is structured into blocks. Blocks are basically these blocks, these sections, which are, on every website you have these different sections for, different agenda. Now, everything you can access from the block settings, meaning that you can change the backgrounds and different things, video backgrounds, etc. We'll cover that in the other videos as well. But as you can see, just by one click, you can see all the information, you can see and create different things with this block. All the elements that you have are adjusted and placed into columns. So you can easily adjust how many columns you have in that block, and you can easily organize this way your content. So it's really simple and elegant. And everything is drag and drop. So if you want to change the position of this headline, for example, you can just drag and see the blue line will indicate below which or above which element you can drop it. So everything has this hierarchy of organization, so you can drag them and position where you want them to be. And again, everything is within the block. And again, you can of course move this button, for example, in another block and move it back again. It is made so it's very neat and organized, which is such an important part of any professional looking website. Now, if you want to add some section between each two ones, you can just do it from add block. And you have access to hundreds and hundreds of different amazing designs. So you don't like that top headline, for example, the top hero section, you can replace it with something else. Maybe add something like that, change the background, the text, and you can delete this one, just like this. And you have a completely different looks. Let's just discard for the moment. That's how simple it is. And that's why I told you that you will be able to do everything yourself, like a designer, better than that actually, and all by yourself. And you can modify everything with just a few clicks to change texts, few clicks to change images, and add whatever elements you want into the page with simple drag and drop. Let's say that you want to add a video instead of an image, you can just drag, add, and of course add the video source, let's say YouTube, and that will load in that position. So it is really, really simple to organize your content and basically modify everything by yourself. So you can also create different, positions, different paddings between elements with using the handles. That's a good and amazing way to do that, because you don't have to do anything. Just with the mouse you can create these paddings, which helps your design to breathe. And this is one of the key elements for having a really good design, to be able to make these margins and adjustments of sizing between different elements, which with most platforms is really hard to do. And here we perfected it so it's super simple for you to do it all by yourself. And again, everything is so mobile responsive. If you go on mobile, you'll see how everything scales down perfectly on mobile devices, which is so important nowadays with people accessing everything from mobile. So don't worry, everything is super fast and easy. And hosting is provided. You get the best hosting on the planet with your pages. They will be lightning fast from mobile, from desktop, from anywhere. And you'll be able to connect a custom domain super easy to your design and change different things. SEO, like we discussed, custom code if you want to add different applications, personalizations, language setups, cookies, etc. But again, we'll be discussing more into the other videos, and this is just a quick overview of the system. And again, you can build your pages and create them as beautiful as you want, create pop-ups with just a few clicks, which is basically the same way as building a page. It's so simple and you have amazing designs about that. You'll be also able to create funnels, which we didn't discuss all that much, but we have a bonus series about that, basically to do A/B testing and track conversions and upsells and downsells. But I don't want to confuse you all that much right now, but you'll be able to see those in another video. You'll be able to do all this all by yourself, and just in a quick video below you'll see all these things that you'll be able to do with building your pages and how we actually built this design that you see right now. It's completely different design that it was before we started with it, and just in 10-15 minutes we completely changed it to be a hairdressing type of a website for a business, whatever the business is. So this is how simple it is to use the platform. Just a quick overview again: the page building with the websites and funnels and everything that you can do with the mouse, no coding or experience needed. The e-commerce to sell different things, that's lesson 4. The contacts in the CRM and basically all the leads and sales that are coming will be coming here. It's so easy. You'll be able to see it in more details in lesson 3. And again, in lesson 3, we'll be seeing about how to do your appointments and calendars and operators and services. It's super fun and easy to do everything. All right, so check out the next video, which is actually below this one with the cheat sheet, where it will be helping you identify your goals again. If you want, you can skip that video and just jump straight into building your pages in lesson 2. I hope that you enjoyed this video and talk to you in lesson 2.